Edelgard, why was it so important for us to suddenly convene like this? We are quite busy preparing to remobilize the troops, you know.
Ah, Ferdinand. Have you not noticed the flock of messengers coming and going?
I doubt anyone's missed it with all the commotion they're causing. What happened?
I am sorry you have to repeat your report. But would you mind telling everyone here what you told us?
I come with a most urgent message from Burgley's territory. Fort Merceus has been seized. It happened after most of the garrison left to deal with Hrim lands. Apparently, some of the remaining troops staged a rebellion from within. At the same time, the fort was besieged by unidentified mages, along with the army of the former Duke Eyre. Together, they managed to reach the heart of the fortress and seize control. As we speak, they hold hostage many key commanders and their families.
Eyre? Then the man behind all this is...
The former Duke himself, my lord. It seems he's come out of hiding.
I see.
They're using the hostages as leverage over our loyal soldiers to force them into their ranks. It seems they intend to use the fort as a launch point for a march on the capital.
Wait, what? That's catastrophic!
My brother is stationed at Fort Merceus. Is he even doing anything about it?
Count Burgley's successor, who was serving as the provisional garrison commander, was taken prisoner. Apparently he made the prudent decision of refusing to join the rebellion.
Not sure if that's good news or bad news, but I know I'm glad he's not dead.
The former Duke Eyre has vowed to overthrow the Emperor, and is even now calling on the other lords to join the cause. To my knowledge, there have been no takers so far, but given time, who can say?
There is no shortage of rotten nobles, whose status and interests were set aside by Her Majesty's reforms. There is unrest ahead in the Empire. Make no mistake.
As if we haven't dealt with a lifetime's worth already. Obviously, these people don't care about anyone but themselves.
This is calling for swift action. We must retake the fort with quickness.
Our fortunes continue taking one poor turn after another. Still, there's nothing for it. We must deal with Eyre's machinations immediately and decisively.
Try to look on the bright side, Your Majesty. This could be our chance to dispose of everyone who opposes you in one fell swoop.
Scarlet Blaze, severing the past. After a furious march, Edelgard's army restores a measure of peace to the imperiled lands of Hrim, only to learn of a revolt at Fort Merceus, staged by the deposed Duke Eyre. The disturbance in Hrim was but a feint to give those who slither in the dark time to capture Merceus, and eventually the capital of Enbar. But Edelgard moves to thwart them.
Have you heard, Duke Eyre? Viscount Menya has hastened from afar to join your cause. Our houses, Fenya and Menya, share a distant blood ancestor. And now we stand together again to save the Empire from her plight.
Hastened from afar with what? That miserable smattering of soldiers? From what I hear, Menya's heir is a rabid supporter of the Emperor. Are you certain the father is not being foisted on us just to get him out of the picture?
Absolutely not. And besides, all of House Fenya is united behind you. If we appeal to the other lords jointly, I'm certain a multitude of troops will flock to Fort Mercius.
I should hope so. I've no idea why they'd side with that pathetic excuse for an emperor. Only I, Ludwig von Eyre, can restore Adrestia to its former glory.
About those mages, they say they want to, alter the fort's defenses?
Fine, fine. Let them do as they wish. So long as we're outnumbered, we must embrace creative solutions. Edelgard will strike the moment we give any indication we're after the capital. We'll lure her troops inside, then dispose of them all at once. It will be an easy victory.
I always knew you were a brilliant tactician. They will never see it coming. Now, if we might discuss key posts in your future administration.
I can only hope Her Majesty is weak and foolish enough to be so ensnared. It was never my intent to divide the Empire in war. That's not what I wanted. If she'd said one word, indicating there might be a place for me, none of this would have been necessary. Enough. I must purge my mind of such thoughts. I must win. I must prevail over her. And if I cannot, you must be the one to cut me down, Ferdinand.
Edelgard, do you have a moment?
Of course, Ferdinand, but please keep it short.
It is about my father. My pleas for a fair trial cost you time and delayed his sentencing. It also gave the Knights of Seiros an opening to conduct their raid, which provided him ample opportunity to stage an escape. I am to blame for all that has transpired.
Let me hurry you along to the point, if I may. What are you going to do about it? Or, more likely, what do you want me to do about it?
Put me in the field when we retake Fort Mercius, and permit me to rectify my own mistake. Will you allow me that?
I was wondering when you'd ask. Don't worry, I've already made the arrangements. But you mustn't do anything reckless. You will stick to the battle plan, and that is a direct order.
Ah, Edelgard, you are the very picture of reason. The very epitome of wise stewardship.
Enough. You can gush over me after the battle if you still feel the urge. We've no idea how things will go after all, and you may be in a very different mood.
True. All the same, I am grateful. Thank you.
You can come out, Hubert. I know you're listening.
I came to give you the latest report, Your Majesty, but decided to wait until this other business reached its conclusion.
Then you know what must be done. Make sure he's given protection.
Oh, I will if I find the time. You do keep me quite busy, after all.
You've found a way to take care of them?
I can assure you, those Cretans will rue ever setting foot in Her Majesty's fortress. They wanted thick walls, and we will give them the thickest ones a coffin can provide.
This is our chance to decimate the forces of those who slither in the dark.
I have an idea.
Hey, so hear me out. I'll do what I can.
Shall we?